I just realised I developed a cough that went on for a number of years, since 2002 till 2009. 7 years cough. Pardon me. Then I went to a doctor in Tasmania, and he charged me an enormous sum of money to tell me that I was hypersensitive allergic in my lungs to something in the spatial atmosphere. And I've just realised now that what he's actually thinking is that I'm probably a huge pot smoker, and that's actually just, pot fucking lung core fucking shit coming out of my throat, to keep everything, This is how we keep our lungs clean. We would clean them out with cough, right? And we also clench them up a bit and squeeze at the same time. And a bit of juice comes out. It's always a little hard. Out it comes. Swallow it. I can have a drink. Or if you fucking need to spit the fucking thing, spit the fucking thing. It's just fucking exertion from your lungs. You got that shit coming out of your nose every fucking day. What difference does it make if you swallow it? Seriously, the body is fucking mixing these chemicals together all fucking day long. It's not gonna fucking harm your stomach to have a little bit of lung fucking mucus sitting in it. Anyway, what you'll find is that as you get older, the body actually starts to strengthen to the point where when you're around the 30 age, you're fully your strongest point, around about the age of 30. And this is why I was so desperately trying to get Ricky to start losing weight before she hit 30. Because once you hit 30, everything stops. Whack. It took me until I was 32. I'm a late grower. So you would stop growing at about 30, Ricky. Whack. Your whole body just freezes in that shape, and an assessment is made with little deliciously handsome cells floating through your veins, going, well, let's go and have a look at this delicious lady down here, and then your feet are swollen up, and then it's fucking it's difficult to get through those fucking the capillaries, and everything's the wrong colour inside, and there's something fucking keeps shutting in through the fucking vein, fucking outside wall. That's your fat, honey. That's your fat tissues, and not strands. Fucking, they just look like you've got fucking the stockings on full of fucking screwed up bits of balls of paper. So that's what it looks like to the troops that are running through your body. This is why I'm trying to encourage you now to just start now, because you can still fucking lose weight in 30 years. Do you actually feel like only living your entire existence in this world until you're 60, Ricky? Or 62? Is that all you're willing to live for in this entire world? 60 years. That's half of a lifetime in this day and age. Sweetie, that's fucking not even halfway there. Love. That's fucking, it's about time to hit a 6 and then score your half century. And what you're doing is chipping away and not fucking running at all. I tried to encourage you to the best way that I knew how by switching on the old sage Oscar2ian's Oscar, the old guy that he used to stun you with his wisdom. And I turned him back on for a little bit, went whack, there you go Ricky, whack, there you go. He's a little bit of my account, and since that period I've had less to drink. For the entire period I've had quite a bit of time spent without any alcohol whatsoever. I haven't had any ice cream at all. I haven't been able to afford luxuries like that. I had to put it back when I went shopping and then tried to get ice cream. I was $2 over already, fucking. So the reason I'm skinny is because I'm fucking broke, Ricky. I've got no fucking money for food. I've just fucking been accepted on a pension. I mean, you've got a disability, Ricky. Well, you've got it now that you've reached the age of 30, we fucking look at you and go, yes, that the lady has a problem. Let's fucking work out a system for recovery here. Fucking put a fucking fucking something in her brain, right? Whack, a little chemical capsule, whack inside of her brain, and make it a test. She can be the test subject, but she has to fucking say yes. All right. Just say to her, we're going to try this experiment with this new technology. We're changing the chemicals inside the brain. What we think will happen is the body, becomes more tense more regularly throughout the day, and it'll just start to just shed. Fucking use some sort of explanation. It really doesn't matter, because she's able to fucking discard everything you say and start with her own thought about the whole process. So don't fucking be afraid to just go into great detail, because if you actually say something and she recognises it's the truth when she's going through the same thing with her fucking process, she's not the first one. So don't make her the first one, make her about the 5th or 6th or something. Make sure they're all successful up to that point. They insert this capsule in the brain that stays there for the rest of this person's life. They slow release, some sort of fucking chemical that has some sort of fucking system where it fills in the gaps within the fucking body of what they think is missing, and then that's what fucking makes the fat suddenly start turning back to normal muscle. And they'll be a little bit strong and brutish for a little while, but then they'll slim down. Because they're fucking lazy, remember? In the old days, the woman went out with the man and chopped fucking hose and paddock and fucking carried a bucket of water over to the pigs and fucking, she put a hat on and Ugg boots on and out she went, not Ugg boots, fucking gum boots, fucking Wellingtons. I don't know what the Americans call them, I have no idea. The lady and the man go out into the field and work together, and she becomes very strong, and has enormous, huge muscles to bear those babies with. Now, in this day and age, women sit. They don't move. It used to be TV, then it was computers, and now it's mobile phones. What's the next subject of their attention? It used to be romance novels, now it's romances on the phone. Which would you prefer, the story that's been told on the screen, or the one that's living itself out in your fantasies right here in your life? Well, I would probably prefer the one that's in the actual lady's real life. And luscious little lady, if you like older men, I'm older and I like ladies. So come in and say hello someday, okay? Hello. My name is Ian. I'm skinny, I'm scrawny. I used to swim a bit, but I was still skinny. My muscles were always really tight. There was a photo of me when I was a kid doing butterfly. I never do butterfly, but you could just see the muscles rippling on my shoulders like fucking strands coming out like this. I'm going as I'm coming out of the water and having a breath. My muscles are just like totally ripped. I'm very impressed with myself. That's a nice photo. Well done, whoever, it doesn't even matter that I'm gaping for air at that particular moment in time. Everyone is just adoring my body right there. So I was quite proud, the fact that I was actually, scrawny, but I was ripped, and I'd been doing a little bit of swimming. So, my testicles have never really buffed up. I've never had huge man boobs. I've always been a bit flattered down there. Yeah, but on the same token, I actually like girls with the juicy little mandarins, you know. That's the style that I quite adore, you know. The squishy little ones. And I really like girls that respond to the feeling of the sensation of the skin on skin with you know, my fingers running up and down her stomach. You know, skin on skin. So the man caressing a lovely lady that's standing there right in front of him, rubbing her stomach. Would a woman be so enamoured with the sense of wonderment and feelings of joy if a man actually performed that act on her belly while she was standing there in public? And then this little thing that he does with her skin on her abdomen, this internalized totally turns to pleasure. You know, but everyone is staring at her, but she just doesn't mind right now. Actually, she could just probably just rip off her skirt and sit down on his cock while everyone's watching. I'm sure he wouldn't object. He'd probably do that. Now it's just her choice whether she actually does it or not. And make sure you get your breasticles out, you know, when you're fucking with your baby. I want to touch those tits, my thumbs. The thing that they say about men who get older, the thing is that as they were younger, they were total utter failures of life, and this somehow made them preserved, you know. And what you'll find is that the men are a little bit more delicious at that age than the others in stock, the ones that have been fucking bitches all their lives. And you'll find men like me spurt a particular sensation with the whole sensation with the whole process, and your body is just, you know, just carving itself into a luscious body of a total femalehood, with pure pleasure, the domes running up and down between your thighs to the back of your neck, and your breasts are just popping out because they're so fierce, you know, and the heart is beating strong, and really, you know, to think that you're in love. Let them fucking fall in love with the guy, for God's sake. There's women that love to have that feeling, and men to love to shag women that have that feeling, right? So fucking just fucking let it flow, let the love flow from her body, you know, and get a bit of it on the end of your cock, gentlemen. Wet it up with her vaginal passage, and then show her that you know exactly what she's feeling right now, which is love. Love. She's lovely, you know, lovely, she's lovely, alright. She's sitting on your cock right now, and her breasts are bouncing up and down in front of you. It's surprising to me that men with enormous wads of money still need to buy slaves. Can't they just go out and find a honey delicious whore that just wants to bounce on their cock for a few weeks? What you need to do, gentlemen, is go outside and get some sunshine, and go for a walk and breathe the air and look at the trees, you know, and look at the fucking houses. That's what you need to do, is fucking walk around on the street. Why? Because it fucking moves the heart muscle more than what you would be doing if you're sitting on your fat ass in the office. The blood begins to flow a little bit more forcefully through the veins of your body. It's like a scrubbing dish, scrubbing